Hi there, this is Neil O'Brien, and this week's tip is about 80-20 and how to calculate it. Something I'm often asked. So where you want to get to is something like this, that you've all your sales and all your costs allocated so you can get a net profit or net loss per customer. Because when you get to that stage, that's really valuable information that you can use to grow your sales and profits. So here's where you want to get to. So how do you actually get there? Here's an example, and again you'll have a one-pager just above this video. It has two tabs. One has a blank sheet, something like this, that you can use to split out your sales and costs by product, and the second one is this example of a printer that I worked with before. So along the top you can see the sales, just above that you see hospital, college, restaurants, so they're all the various customers along the top, and you split out your sales, your cost of sales. If you have a product business like a printer, making furniture, a restaurant, you will have supplier costs because you're buying something in to sell it on. If you're a service business like an accountant or engineer, then you won't have this line, but you will have all the other ones. So if you look further down the second half of the page, wages, insurance and so on, you want to split these out by customer. Now the way this works is you want to take your biggest costs and split them as accurately as possible. So for most businesses, suppliers and wages will be the biggest ones. You split those out as accurately as you can. Look at what people do, track what people do over a week, and see if you can link that back to customer. Now insurance and so on, some of the other costs are more general and it'll be difficult to allocate them by customer. You may need to do some general allocation. Now that's a product business. Service business, that sheet will work for a service business as well. Here's an example of somebody I worked with in the past, and if you see on a Tuesday they earned €800 on a Tuesday, and on a Friday they earned 150. Now if you're a service provider, you'll have a mix of different customers, and if you look at what they pay you and the time you put into it, you will work out an hourly rate. So for example, if somebody pays you €100 and you put 2 hours into that customer, then 100 divided by 2 is €50 an hour. If somebody pays you €100 and you put 5 hours into it, then you're only making €20 per hour. And if you're a service provider, you probably have a mix of different customers like this, so it's important to know who the A's are, the whales, the profitable ones, and who are the loss makers, or the ones at the other end of the scale. You want to get the A's, more and more A's into your week. Okay, so you break out your sales and costs, and then you classify your customers by whales and sardines. You want more whales, you want less sardines. Great way of remembering this is whales and sardines. Whales are the profitable ones, sardines are the loss makers. So that's my details there. You will have a one-pager that can help you work this out. I encourage you to use it. It's one of the most valuable things you can ever do in your business. Thanks for listening.